We've got some exciting news today. Really exciting. And it's coming just in time for the Munich show in Germany next week.
Mm.
But aside from that, we have a new model headphone. Diana DZ.
Yeah. So what changed on our new Diana DZ? Quite a bit more than you might appear on first glance. So this has effectively the Diana RMR frame set, but it was always co-developed with this in mind. And it has a new M3 variant, so even fancier tricks than we talked about in our engineering video that we did previously.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now the lightest weight Diana ever, 315 grams without ear pads, and 375 to 385 with ear pads, depending on the ear pad configuration.
Yeah, and the lightweight is great because it obviously means longer listening sessions. You can barely feel this thing on your head.
With this design, the lightweight is really helpful because we try to minimize how much pressure is on the ear pad. A lot of other headphones, they help take the weight off your head by putting it onto the ear
By
pads.
clamping the living crap out of your head.
Clamping pressure,
Yeah.
right. This has very light clamping pressure, and also, now that it's even lighter than ever, quite light head pressure as well.
Well, the beauty of the new, and also we got a new sling on here.
New
too.
sling.
Yeah.
Fancy.
See, yeah. What that's made to do is obviously completely eliminate a hotspot issue.
Distribute the weight across the head.
Contour to your head.
It's got the original headband shape, which exists, and then the sling takes over where you might hit a hot spot or something like that, and the sling will actually spread the weight out even more. So it's almost like two headbands in one, which is pretty cool. And
Well, it is.
by doing that, we're also maintaining the low profile of the headphone. Like Diana was always meant to stay as a low profile. So the beauty of this is it still does. When you put it on your head, it still looks like a small, it's not this bulky
Form-fitting.
thing. Yeah.
Sleek, stylish, and sort of like a mid-size headphone, which is, I find, a little attractive in sort of a world where we have gigantic on and over-ear headphones. We also have a new ear pad design that's coming with this, sort of a hybrid, suede on the face, leather on the inside and the out. And it's a different suede material than we used before. I really like it. It's nice.
Yeah, that'll be the stock configuration with Diana DZ will be that ear pad.
Right.
It'd be available too. You can buy them separately for others. But we actually measured, in measuring this headphone, that ear pad design is more comfortable and still has the same frequency response as all leather on this particular headphone, this design. So we said, let's go with the comfort. We'll add comfort on this one. And it's
Doesn't
pretty cool.
change the sound.
Doesn't change the sound, yeah.
And the 10-year warranty we've had for some time now on all of our models, this still has.
So the pricing on a new Diana DZ falls in between our lowest cost Diana MR and our flagship models. So it's in between there, and so it fits in really nicely in terms of the landscape of Abyss headphones. So here we've got abalone we sourced from New Zealand, which is a really cool look, like a violet shade. It looks way cooler in the lighting in person than it does in any photography.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's hard to capture, really.
But yeah, obviously everybody wouldn't want something that loud, so we had to,
Tone it down a little bit.
yeah, get, a whole spectrum.
Yeah. And here we have a series of custom inlay we actually had made for us. It's basically a custom forged carbon with a metallic layer we had placed in it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's really cool stuff.
And then this one's a Damascus forged carbon.
We had to do Damascus.
Yeah, it's very
It's pretty
cool.
fancy.
Tee up
Yeah.
the guys that make custom knives and stuff.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
use this stuff for that, right? And the handles of the
Yeah.
really
Yeah, it's got a good shimmer to it when you move around. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It's
stuff.
like kind of muted, but also fun looking.
Yeah. So if you don't want anything that's like bright, loud like that, you can get something that's still cool
Right.
and changes in the light, but
This happens to be our highest performing Diana yet. So it takes the sound to a little bit new levels than we had before in a Diana series.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, when you're dealing with a small, low-profile headphone, you're dealing with limitations you can get away with acoustics.
Well, yeah.
Everything's smaller, everything's more intimate, everything's closer. The ear pads are smaller, everything. So the idea here with this new DZ model was to try to expand on that, to try to get more spatial information, try to get more of a size to the soundstage out of
without
this.
adding physical space.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a problem.
And having it sound really good
Yeah.
playing music, right? It's got to do that. So in terms of sound quality, it's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like taking an AB 1266 and more compacting it a little bit, but still having the depth and the spaciousness of it, which is really, really cool. It plays well on. I just took it home the other day. I tried it on my WA33, the tube amp, sounds great. Tried it on the Lena stack, the DAC, the amp. You know, DCS Lena sounds great on solid state too. So it doesn't have an issue with the different amplifier topologies at all. Very universal.
Yep.
It's basically the same concept we had for Dyna-MR, but instead of going for more like a warm mid-range focused sound, more intimate, this is designed to just be performance forward.
Yeah, this has all the subtle details, the information. It's not afraid of the highest end gear you throw at it. It'll take it. And it's not to say other models won't. They do too. But this thing will continue to show off as much as you want to spend on the gear, or as little. It's still very good though. I mean, it works great with the Woo Mini, the mini tube dongle works great with that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not an issue with what you put it with, but obviously because of its high resolution, it's going to want nice stuff. You're going to want to put it on smooth, you know, more refined electronics. It's going to help an awful lot.
A little bit easier to drive than Dyna TC, and we focused more on the perceptual bass impact. So it has a bit more of a kick to it, which is nice. All around, it's really just exactly what you're looking for if you want a more compact, lightweight, comfortable, high performance, world-class headphone.
And like all the Diana series too, we should mention all the accessories fit the DZ.
Yeah.
Right.
So the ear pad combinations you can play around with that we have, the bass ported, it accepts it great. You know, you can EQ the living crap out of it. It's fine. It's a very low distortion headphone, so do with it what you may in terms of power or volume or whatever. It'll handle it. So yeah, have at it. Have fun with it, guys. It's a really fun headphone. You know, we're going to have more information on this headphone at a later date. We'll do another video. We'll cover more of the engineering aspects of it, like we did with MR, and you know, we'll dig more into the gear that go with it and stuff like that in a future video. So I think that's it for now. Enjoy it. It's going to be out there. It's going to start hitting the shows soon. People are going to start to hear it. You'll see reviews coming, and let's have fun with it. Thanks everyone for watching. Diana DZ. Take care.